Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our third day studying fractions. And today I want to do an investigation with you. We're going to try to figure out what are some fractions that are equal to a half or the same as a half. So there's a thing called equivalent fractions, which means equal, equivalent. And we're going to do an exploration together and see if we can make a list of lots of fractions that are the same as or equal to a half. Lots of kids understand about a half because it's fair. It's a fair share. So if it's you and your brother or you and your friend, you're trying to split something evenly, then you're splitting it in half. And kids have done this for all of their lives. So we're just really going to be learning how to write it as a math thing. So I'm going to start with a piece of paper, and it has writing on the back. We're getting low on paper here. Maybe you are at your house too. So first thing I'm going to do is put the paper through the half machine. You might remember this from Monday. I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to color half quickly so that it doesn't take too much time. Just a quick sketch across this paper. So I have colored just the part that is showing, and now I think that you would agree that 1/2 of the paper got shaded. Right, one piece out of two pieces. 1 out of 2, 1/2. So watch what happens though when I fold it back and then I fold it again. Now I'm not going to do any more coloring, not like on Monday. I still have the same amount colored. Did I color more? I did not. So there's not more shaded. There's the same amount shaded, but the number of pieces is different. So I'm going to open it up, and I hope that you can see that now there are 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 parts on the paper, but I didn't shade a different amount. I shaded the same amount. So we would say that a half is still shaded. Do you agree with that? If I back it way up here, does it look like 1/2 is shaded? But when you look up close, how many pieces are shaded? 1, 2. 2 pieces are shaded out of 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to record that on my board, that 2 pieces are shaded out of 4. 2 out of 4. So let's see if we agree that 2 out of 4, can you see that okay? 2 out of 4. is the same amount of shaded as 1 out of 2. 2/4 is equal to, it's the same amount as 1/2. So let me put my paper back, fold it up again. I'm going to fold it one more time. Now, when I fold it, I'm going to put it on the table so that it stays crisp and equal. You press those edges so you can see them well. When I fold it, am I using my marker? No. So am I adding more shaded? Nope. Am I taking away any shaded? Nope. Same amount of shaded that we started with. But there are more pieces now. Did you notice the pieces are getting smaller? So when I open this up, does it still look like 1/2 is shaded? Yep. Only when you look up close, can you see that now there are 8 pieces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And how many are shaded out of 8? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pieces are shaded out of 8 altogether. So I will write that. 4 pieces are shaded out of 8. 4 out of 8 is the same as 1/2. I didn't shade any more. I didn't shade any less. I changed the number of pieces. So what do you think would happen if I folded this one more time? What do you think would happen? How many pieces would there be, and how many pieces would be shaded? Think about that. All right, I'm going to give it a try. It's not easy to fold paper this many times, but I will do it as best I can. Pushing on it. How many pieces will there be? Let's see, I'll fold it back to make that crisp. All right, let's see. Did I shade any more? No, I didn't pick up the marker. Does it still look like 1/2 is shaded from there? But now let's see how many pieces there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now there are 16 pieces of paper. And how many are shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 pieces are shaded out of 16. 8 out of 16 is still the same as 1/2. It's also the same as 4/8 and 2/4 because I have not changed the amount that I have shaded. So that's what we mean when we say that fractions are equal to each other or equal to a half, is that it still looks like a half, but there are smaller pieces and more of them. Did you think that it would be 8 out of 16? Is that what you were guessing? Okay, so I'd like to try with something different. And I don't know if you were successful in folding your paper in thirds or not. It's not easy to do. I asked you to try on Monday, but I will fold this paper in thirds. Because remember, the pieces have to be equal. That's really important. So I'm going to shade one piece. That is showing. And I have shaded 1 out of 3. You agree that that's 1 out of 3 pieces? Excuse me. So that's 1/3. 1/3. So now I'm going to fold it back up and fold it in half. See how there's more pieces, but I didn't shade a different amount. So now there are 2 pieces out of 6. Awesome. Okay. So boys and girls, another way to show about half and fractions is to use materials. So right here, I could make a little rectangle with 2 yellow pieces. And I could say that I have it split in half. And so I could make 1/2 red and 1/2 yellow, and this would be 1 whole. Maybe I'll put it up on here. So this is 1 whole, and it is cut in half. 1 piece out of 2 is red. But I could also make a bigger rectangle like this, which is also known as a square. What portion of that rectangle is red? Well, it's 1/2, but it's also 2 pieces out of 4. Let's see if I can build this one, 4 out of 8. So here's a big rectangle, and half of it is yellow, and half of it is red. Half is yellow, half is red. But also, 4 out of 8 are red, and so 4/8 is the same as 1/2. Right, so we could deal with other numbers. I could make a rectangle that has 6 parts in it. Oopsie, sorry, meant to write 1/2. It's drying out. 1/2. So I could make a rectangle with 6 pieces and still show 1/2. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But notice that half are yellow and half are red. So what portion of this rectangle is red? 1/2. But we could also say that 1, 2, 3, 3 are red out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 out of 6 is the same as 1/2. So we've done a lot of fractions. We wrote 4 out of 8 is the same as 1/2. 3 out of 6. We said 2 out of 4 is the same. So what if I had 10 tiles? A rectangle with 10 tiles, and I build it right across here. But I want to show that half are red and half are yellow. How many would be red? How many would be yellow? Let's try it. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There is a rectangle with 10, can you see it? Sorry. Sometimes I forget to look up and see what you're seeing. So here's a rectangle with 10 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Half are red, half are yellow. How many are red? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 are red out of how many altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 is the same as a half. So isn't that cool? So now I have a question for you. What if we had 12 tiles? Here's my 12 tiles. If I wanted to show half red, how many would need to be red and how many would need to be yellow? What is half of 12? Well, I think if I put 1 here and 1 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 and half are red and half are yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did you guess that? I think you're beginning to catch on, and you would have known that 6 out of 12 would make 1/2. So if you were in the classroom with me right now, I would ask you, what about if there were 20 pieces? I'm going to stop and get a better marker, excuse me. I'm back. So what if we had 20 tiles and we wanted them to be half red and half yellow? How many would be red? Half of 20 would be, and I know that you said 10. I could hear you. 10 out of 20, because you're beginning to catch on. And if we were in the classroom, the next one I would ask you would be 100. If we were going to split 100 in half and make it be equal to a half, how many pieces would we need? We would need 50 out of 100, because 50 plus 50 makes 100. 4 plus 4 makes 8. 2 plus 2 makes 4. 5 plus 5 makes 10. So when I split 6 in half, I need to have two numbers that are the same that would make 6. 3 plus 3 makes 6. And so now we've explored about 1/2. I'm going to leave you some IXL practice to practice with the number 1/2. And I hope that if you have any questions, you'll let me know. It's a tricky thing to teach from a distance. I hope that it helped. Take care. Bye-bye.